The following is a special presentation of RJL 518 Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518. We welcome you tonight to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. RJL 518 Network proudly presents the 1985 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. This game was held at the Minnesota Twins ballpark. And this was actually a pretty interesting matchup, actually. The National League won it 6-1, but here in a game of payoff pitch, who knows what can happen, as the National League will be taking on the American League in the All-Star game. First things first, let's introduce the All-Stars. Introducing first the reserves for the National League. From the Chicago Cubs, Ryne Sandberg. From the Cincinnati Reds, Dave Parker and Pete Rose. From the Houston Astros, Jose Cruz, Nolan Ryan. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Pedro Guerrero, Fernando Valenzuela. From the Montreal Expos, Jeff Reardon, Tim Wallach. From the New York Mets, Ron Darling, Dwight Gooden. From the Philadelphia Phillies, Glenn Wilson, Ozzie Virgil. From the Pittsburgh Pirates, Tony Pena. From the San Diego Padres, Rich Gossage, Gary Templeton. From the San Francisco Giants, Scott Gereltz. And from the St. Louis Cardinals, Joaquin Andujar, Willie McGee, and Jack Clark. And now we introduce the reserves for the 1985 American League All-Stars. From the Boston Red Sox, Wade Boggs, Rich Gedman. From the California Angels, Donnie Moore. From the Chicago White Sox, Harold Baines. From the Cleveland Indians, Bert Blyleven. From the Detroit Tigers, Willie Hernandez, Dan Petrie, Alan Trammell. From the Milwaukee Brewers, Paul Molitor, Cecil Cooper. From the Minnesota Twins, Tom Brunansky, Stadium Cheers, yay! From the New York Yankees, Don Mattingly. From the Oakland Athletics, Jay Howell. From the Seattle Mariners, Phil Bradley. From the Texas Rangers, Gary Ward. And from the Toronto Blue Jays, Damaso Garcia, Ernie Witt, Jimmy Key, and Dave Steve. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for the National League All-Stars of 1985. Batting first, from the San Diego Padres, Tony Gwynn. Batting second, from the St. Louis Cardinals, Tommy Herr at second base. Gwynn is in right field, I should mention. Actually, Gwynn is in left field, I should say, really. At first base, from the San Diego Padres, Steve Garvey. Batting fourth, center fielder from the Atlanta Braves, Dale Murphy. Batting fifth, in right field from the New York Mets, Darryl Strawberry. Batting sixth, at third base from the San Diego Padres, Greg Nettles. Batting seventh, at catcher from the San Diego Padres, Terry Kennedy. Batting eighth, the shortstop from the St. Louis Cardinals, Ozzie Smith. And batting ninth, The starting pitcher from the San Diego Padres, Lamarr Hoyt. Although the designated hitter was not, even though this was at the American League ballpark, the designated hitter rule for the All-Star game was not activated until 1985. Until 1989. So there's no DH at this All-Star game. And now the starting lineup for the 1985 American League All-Stars. Batting first at third base from the Boston Red Sox, wrong. Batting first at center field from the New York Yankees, Rickey Henderson. Batting second at second base, Lou Whitaker from the Detroit Tigers. Batting third at third base from the Kansas City Royals, George Brett. Batting fourth at first base from the Baltimore Orioles, Eddie Murray. Batting fifth at shortstop from the Baltimore Orioles, Cal Ripken. Batting sixth in right field from the New York Yankees, Dave Winfield. Batting seventh in left field from the Boston Red Sox, Jim Rice. Batting eighth, the catcher from the Chicago White Sox, Carlton Fisk. And batting ninth from the Detroit Tigers and starting pitcher for the All-Stars American League, Jack Morris. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big congratulations and applause for your 1985 American League and National League All-Stars here at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Bears Den 007 is here first here at the HHH Metrodome for the 1985 All-Star Game. The rules are going to be very simple. As I said, there's no designated hitter. Pitchers will not be batting. They will probably be putting in pinch hitters. The starting lineup will go through at least, I will go through the starting lineups at least once, and then I'm going to start doing pinch hitters throughout the game. I will try to see if I can get everybody in there to pitch or hit. It'd be very difficult to get them all to pitch. All right. But you never know what I might try to do here to get everybody in here. This is the 1985 All-Star Game. We have reached it. And for those of you who are wondering, let's take a look at the standings here for the baseball teams for 1985 as we go through it. First, taking a look at the American League. In the American League, you can see right now that the New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays lead the American League East. And they're fighting for that division, as a matter of fact. The Blue Jays are actually a game and a half back. The Detroit Tigers are 6 games back of the division, and they held a very slim lead over third place for the Milwaukee Brewers. The Boston Red Sox are 3 games back of third. They are not out of it yet, even though they are 42 and 45. The Boston Red Sox are definitely alive. Remember, top 3 teams each division make the playoffs. The Baltimore Orioles need a little catching up. All right, they're a good 6 games back. Cleveland is pretty much out of it. In the American League West, the Minnesota Twins are overachieving big time. They lead the division, but the Oakland Athletics are right behind them. They're also overachieving a bit. They're only 2 games behind Minnesota. The Seattle Mariners are in third place, 2 games back of Oakland. The Chicago White Sox, 2.5 back of the third place spot. California not done yet, but they're with 5 games back of the third place spot. They definitely need to catch up. The Kansas City Royals right now are the big disappointment. They won the World Series in '85. Right now they are about 8, almost they're 7.5 back of the Mariners for third spot. So the Royals need to catch up big time in order to try to make the playoffs and be a World Series team that doesn't even get there. The National League is just as amazing as the American League. The Montreal Expos are 3 games ahead of the Philadelphia Phillies. They have the best record in baseball at 55-33. Phillies are in second place, 3 games back. The New York Mets are trying to fight off the St. Louis Cardinals. They have a 1.5 game lead on the Cardinals, but these two have been going back and forth. The Chicago Cubs, 6 games out of third, not looking too good. Pittsburgh pretty much done. The National League West, the Dodgers have a nice are 3 games ahead of the Reds, leading the division, the National League West. The Reds have a 2.5 game lead on the Padres for second place. The Houston Astros at 45-43. They're 4 games back of San Diego to try to catch up here for the third spot. San Francisco and Atlanta are pretty much eliminated already at this time. So I thought I'd show you the complete standings of my 85 replay at the All-Star break. So we are all set and ready to go. It is time to play the 1985 All-Star game. Top of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the American League will be Jack Morris. He was 16-11, a 3.33 ERA from the Detroit Tigers. I may do a couple of strange things throughout the game since it's pretty much exhibition, but these 2 teams will play hard. Let's play the 1985 All-Star game. Leading off for the National League from the San Diego Padres, here is Tony Gwynn. Against right-handers, batted .331, 4 homers against the rights. Gwynn is actually in left field for this game, not right, because Darryl Strawberry is put in right field. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to use Tony Gwynn's right field rating as for left field. I'm not going to make any change for this kind of game. It's exhibition. It really doesn't matter. Here we go. The national anthem has been sung. Everyone's on their feet. The 1985 All-Star game is underway, and it starts off with a patient 39, and Gwynn is going to lead that off with a base hit. Gwynn gets a base hit as he sends that one into right field. And the National League starts with a man on first. He will hold at first base. Next up is second baseman Tommy Herr from the St. Louis Cardinals. Batted .313 with 5 homers against the rights. With a 3 on the dice, Gwynn's got a very good chance to steal, but his steal rating is a D. And Carlton Fisk has a 3 from an arm. So that would be a fair chance to steal. I will not have Gwynn steal, although a hit and run is a good opportunity, and we will do a hit and run. So I will get the hit and run chart ready to go. And I'm also going to use in play to resolve actually, no, we won't. We're not going to. I might do that later. We'll see. Hit and run is on. Jack Morris with the pitch. That is a tough 29, and that is going to be a base hit by Tommy Herr. He gets a single. And that's a sharp liner that drops in front of the left fielder. Gwynn will automatically advance 2 bases on a hit and run, and Herr goes to first. And the National League is off to a 2 base hit start. Next up, from the San Diego Padres, Steve Garvey, batted .274 with 8 homers against the rights. Gwynn on at third, Herr at first. Morris is the pitch. Morris right now will deal with it. They're going to play for a double play, the American League. Here's the pitch from Morris, and that is a tough 26, and Garvey smacks a base hit. That is a single for Garvey. That's a grounder up the middle to center field. Gwynn will come in to score. Herr will only advance 1 base. He will hold at second. And just like that, the National League jump out to a 1-0 lead. Three straight base hits already off of Jack Morris. Runners at first and second. From the Atlanta Braves, here is Dale Murphy. Murphy batted .286, 27 homers against the rights. So the National League is already off to a very good start. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch from Morris. That's a tough 64. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Murphy's double play rating's a 7. Morris is a 7. That's a 7. That's going to be throws to second, throws to first, and gets the double play. Hurd does advance to third. Big time double play there, a 5-4-3. But 2 outs now with her on at third base. And next batter from the New York Mets is Darryl Strawberry, batted .291, 18 homers against the rights. 2 outs. Can Morris get out of the inning with only giving up a run? Here's the pitch from Morris. That's a ballpark 40. And Strawberry's a lefty, 1-72. That is a wheelhouse. And I guess I don't really have to tell you, a wheelhouse 74 is a kaboom. It is high, it is deep, it is gone. Darryl Strawberry of my New York Mets gets a 2-run home run off of Jack Morris. A ballpark 40 with a lefty is a 1-72 is the wheelhouse, and a 74 against a righty. Strawberry absolutely creams that ball, sends it out of here. Stadium cheers. Yay! And yes, they are cheering because you got fans from all over the state, from all over. And it is now 3-0 National League. And here is Greg Nettles from the San Diego Padres. So Jack Morris comes in and gives up 4 hits, including a homer to Straw, and the pitch will now go to Nettles. And that is a tough 0-4, and that will be a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 3 runs on 4 hits for the National League, and they lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the National League from the San Diego Padres is Lamarr Hoyt. 16-8, 3.47 ERA, adds 20 to the tough roll. So he could be a very tough pitcher to deal with. Leading off for the American League from the New York Yankees, Rickey Henderson. He is in center field, batted .292, 12 homers against rights. Pitch from Hoyt, and that is a tough 74. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Up with it will be Hubert, throws to first for out number 1. Next batter up, second baseman from the Detroit Tigers, Lou Whitaker, batted .295, 19 homers against the right-handers. Lamarr Hoyt will pitch, and that is a tough 43, and that becomes a tough 63, and that's going to be a fly out to left field. And making the catch will be Gwynn, out number 2. Next up, from the Kansas City Royals, George Brett, batted .337, 20 homers against the right-handers. As Brandon Baker joins us for some all-star baseball. Lamarr Hoyt will pitch, and that is a tough 92, and that's a ground ball to second base. Again, Hurst got it, tosses it over to first, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Hoyt. At the end of 1, the National League leads it 3-0. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the National League from the San Diego Padres, Terry Kennedy, batted .262, 7 homers against the rights in '85. Jack Morris will pitch his second inning. Although he's already given up 3 runs, I usually like to see if he can go until at least his first at bat. Here's the pitch from Morris. That is a tough 17, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Morris. And the next batter will be from the St. Louis Cardinals, Ozzie Smith. Smith batted .266. No homers against rights in 85. Pitch from Morris. That's a patient 40. That's going to be a base hit by Ozzie Smith. He smacks it into right field. And Morris is just not doing it today. Single for Smith. The sad thing is that Lamarr Hoyt is going to come out. He pitched 1 inning, but he didn't really get a chance to, but he will come out. As I'm going to take him out of the game. He's the starter. And we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Let's see what we got against rights. And I will go by the most at bats still. So give me one moment as I get this. Let's see. I want to do this here. Although it really doesn't matter. Let's see what we want to do here. I got Brandon Baker here, and I know for a fact he's a Reds fan. Coming on to bat will be from the Cincinnati Reds, Dave Parker, in honor of Brandon Baker. As being a Reds fan, I will let Parker pinch hit against Jack Morris. Already 1 out here, top of the second. Morris will pitch to Parker. Parker batted .327, 27 homers against the rights. Here's the pitch from Morris. That's a ballpark 16. That is definitely wheelhouse. And guess what, people? Kablooey! Dave Parker blasts a high fly ball. That's going deep to center field. That's going to go over the garbage bag. It is gone. Dave Parker pinch hit home run off of Jack Morris. That's a 2-run jack. And the National League is smacking up Jack Morris. Dave Parker's 2-run homer. It's 5-0 National League. And that's going to be all for Jack Morris, as they're not going to deal any more. He has not done the job here. And still 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And Tony Gwynn is going to bat for the Padres, from the Padres. We'll see a new pitcher here. And let's see what they got. They got, let's see here. Let's see. Left. Coming on to pitch from the bullpen is going to be Dan Petrie from the Tigers. 15-13, 3.36 ERA. Adds 10 to the tough roll, so Dan Petrie will pitch to Tony Gwynn. It's already 5-0 National League and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Petrie, and that's going to be a tough 84. That's a fly ball to center field, and that will be caught easily by Ricky. That's out number 2. Next up is Tommy Herr. Herr singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Petrie will pitch to him. And that is a tough 94. It will be a fly ball to left field. And that'll get taken care of by Jimmy Rice. And the inning is over. 2 runs for the National League on 2 hits. A 2-run jack by Dave Parker off the bench. 5-0 in favor of the senior circuit. Eddie Murray will lead off for the American League from the Baltimore Orioles. We'll see a new pitcher here. We'll see a new pitcher here from the National League. Let's see who they want to bring up. And let's see who they got here. You got a switch hitter and 2 righties. Let's see. Well, as a Mets fan, I got to bring him out. Here is Dr. K, Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden, 24-4, 1.53 ERA. He will pitch here the top of the second inning, or bottom of the second inning, I should say. Eddie Murray will deal with Gooden here. So Gooden will get the call. We'll see how long he can go. Pitch from Gooden, and that is a tough 96, and that's going to be an easy fly out to left field. That's caught by Tony Gwynn. That's out number 1. Next up for the American League from the Baltimore Orioles, here is Cal Ripken, batted .286, 20 homers against rights. Dave Parker hits a 2-run homer off the bench. Darryl Strawberry, my boy, hit a home run in the game. Here's the pitch from Gooden. That's a patient 07. That's going to be a walk. So he walks Ripken and sends him down to first. A 5-run lead means no strategy at the moment. Here is Dave Winfield from the New York Yankees. Batted .287, 16 homers against rights. Ripken on it first. Here's the pitch from the doctor. And that is a tough 86. And that will be a ground ball to short. Dave Winfield's double play rating's a 7. Gooden's a 7. That is a 10. The throw's going to go to second to get Ripken. They will not get Winfield, and that is out number 2. So that is a fielder's choice. As the 10 dice roll does beat both, but Ripken's base running rating is an 8, which is under the 10. So he's thrown out at second on my rule. And next batter up will be from the Boston Red Sox, Jimmy Rice. Rice batted .304 with 20 homers against rights. Winfield on at second. Here is the pitch from the doctor. And that is a tough 40. And it's going to be a base hit by Jim Rice. He fights it off. That is a single. Winfield with a run rating of 7 will automatically make third with 2 outs. Rice goes to first. The inning will continue. Base hit by Rice. And the next batter from the Chicago White Sox is Carlton Fisk, the catcher. Batted .231, 28 home runs against rights. So Dwight Gooden in a little bit of a jam here with 2 outs. Can he get out of the inning? Runners at first and third. National League playing the infield back. Here comes the pitch. Gooden's pitch. That's an in play. 57. He will get out of the inning. It's a fly ball to right field. And Dwight Gooden's teammate, Darryl Strawberry, will get under it and make the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit for the American League. They are down 5-0 at the end of 2. We go to the top of the third inning. Dan Petrie will stay out there for the American League. And leading off for the Nationals will be Steve Garvey. Garvey is at 1 for 1. He singled his first time up, I should say. Petrie pitches to Garvey. And that is a patient 92. It's a ground ball to short. Up with it there is Ripken. Throws to first. Out number 1. And here is Dale Murphy. This is the third inning. After this, I'll start going ahead and making changes in the lineups. Dale Murphy will bat against Petrie. And the pitch is coming. That's a defense 90. That should be okay. Range check to short. The ball is hit to Ripken. His range is a C. 1-63 would be a hit. That's a 90. Ripken's got it. Throws to first, out number 2. Nice play by Cal. And the next batter is Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry hit a beautiful big jack. Hit a beautiful 2-3 run jack his last time up. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a 2-run home run by Strawberry. So he is 1 for 1 after getting a big one. You don't want to pitch to Strawberry in a put him in the wheelhouse. Pretty much a wheelhouse pitch to Strawberry is nothing but doom. Pitch from Petrie. He avoids that, though. That's a patient 63, and that's going to be a walk. So Strawberry does trot down to first. Second time he's been on base. And a chance now for Greg Nettles. Petrie looking on. Now he'll pitch to Nettles. And that is a tough 27, and Nettles is going to actually becomes a tough 37 with the +10 roll, and that is going to be a ground ball right back to Petrie. He's got it, tosses it over to first for the out, and the inning is over there. Nothing for the National League except a walk. We go to the bottom of the third, still 5-0 in favor of the Nationals. We'll see if the Americans can do anything now. Dwight Gooden will pitch this inning. And the only reason why is because I want to save some pitchers in case I need them. We'll see a pinch hitter for Petrie as he is done. So the American League needs a batter. So let's see what's going to be. 440. 465. And coming on to bat will be Wade Boggs. He'll bat for the Red Sox, even though Phil Bradley actually had more at-bats. But in this kind of game, I guess it really doesn't matter. Here is Wade Boggs. He'll go up against Dr. K. Wade Boggs, 377, 6 homers against the rights. Bottom of the third, 5-0 National League. Here's the pitch from the Doctor. And that's going to be a tough 64. That's a ground ball to third. Easily up with it there is Nettles. Throws to first for out number 1. Top of the order here is Ricky Henderson. He'll bat again. Henderson is 0 for 1. Pitch from the Doctor. And that is an 8. That is an in-play 59. And that's a ground ball to first. Garvey will make that play for out number 2. 2 outs, and here is Lou Whitaker. Gooden checking in on Whitaker. Whitaker 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from the Doctor. And that is a tough 68. And it is a ground ball to short. Up with it there is Ozzie Smith. Throws to first, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning for the Doctor. No strikeouts for him, but he does do the job. 3 up and 3 down at the end of 3. Still 5-0 Nationals. We go to the top of the 4th inning here in this 1985 All-Star game here at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Terry Kennedy will lead it off for the Nationals. Let's see who the Americans want to bring in as a pitcher. And they are going to go with, let's see. Coming on to pitch for the American League will be Jimmy Key from the Toronto Blue Jays. 14-6, 3.00 ERA, adds 20 to the tough roll. And he will go up against Terry Kennedy. Top of the 4th, 5-0 National League. All the scoring was done in the 1st and 2nd. Pitch from Key. And that is a tough 20, makes it a tough 40. And against the lefty, that's going to be a swing. That's a called strike 3 on Terry Kennedy. Struck him out. Kennedy strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. As remember, Key adds 20 to the tough rolls. He is a very tough pitcher to deal with. Next batter up will be Ozzie Smith from the Cardinals. Smith singled his last time up. As Mr. Met 6986 joins us here at Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. As Mr. Met, I love his name because, yes, they are my favorite team. I was born in 69, and my favorite Mets team is the 86 Mets. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Met, here at the 1985 All-Star Game. Keys pitch to Smith. That's a defense 37. That could be interesting. Range check to third. The ball is hit to Brett. His range is a B. 1 to 50 is a hit. That's a 37. It's going to get by him. That's going to be a base hit for Smith. And third base, it's going to be a single. So Smith goes ahead and trots down to first. He is safe on. He is 2 for 2 for the game. Dwight Gooden coming out as he has done his job. We'll see a pinch hitter for Gooden as the pitcher batter is up. So let's see who we got next. We got a lefty on there, so they're going to go with, let's see who we're going to bring in here. Coming on to bat from the St. Louis Cardinals will be Willie McGee. He will pinch hit. Willie McGee will pinch hit against Jimmy Key. Smith on at first. McGee batted .348 against lefties. So he's a good choice to go here in the top of the fourth inning. Runner on first. Here's the pitch from Key. And that is a 9. That is a tough 95. That's going to be a fly out to left, and that's going to get caught by Rice. That's out number 1. And Smith will hold, actually, that's out number 2, and Smith will hold it first. Next batter is supposed to be Tony Gwynn. He's in right field. I think I might make a change, and we're going to do that. So Tony Gwynn's going to come out of the game because we're now in the middle innings. And so leading and coming up to bat's going to be Pedro Guerrero from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Will also take over in right. Here's Pedro Guerrero. He batted .304, 9 homers against lefties. He will now bat up against Jimmy Key with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Steeler fan now joins us here at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome for the 1985 All-Star Game. 2 outs. Key will pitch to Guerrero. And that is a wheelhouse 11. And guess what that is, people? Yep, you got it. Kablooey! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. And that ball is out of here. Pedro Guerrero, 2-run jack. Oh, you pitch a wheelhouse to Guerrero, and that is not what you want. That is a goner. Stadium cheers. Yay! Home run by Guerrero, and the National League are all over the American League, 7-0. Jimmy Key gives up the long ball, and that ball was absolutely crushed. I think that found the upper deck. Yep, 2 pinch hit homers for the National League. Parker and now Guerrero, exactly. Everyone now begging to pinch hit. Let's see, Tommy Herr. I'm going to let Herr bat. I'm going to go back and forth. Tommy Herr will bat for the Cardinals or for the National League. He's 1 for 2. As I'm going to start replacing people, I'm going to replace the odd starting lineup players first, if I can. So Key will pitch to her. Here's the pitch. That is a tough 91, and that will easily be a ground ball to short. Up with it is Ripken, throws to first, and that will do it. 2 runs on 2 hits for the National League, and they are in full command. It is 7-0. Going into the bottom of the fourth. George Brett will lead off for the Kansas City Royals. National League needs a pitcher. And since, and let's see who joined us here. Steeler fan joined us here, right? So since Steeler fan has now joined us, we're going to put Nolan Ryan there from his Houston Astros. Here is Nolan Ryan from the Astros. He will pitch to George Brett, 10-12, 3.80 ERA. I will have him pitch at least this inning or so to start the bottom of the fourth because Steeler fan is here. So I got to bring in somebody for the Astros. Pitch from Ryan to Brett, and that is an in-play 76. That's a fly ball. Nope, that's a ground ball. Ground ball to short. Easy play by Ozzie Smith, out number 1. Let's see here. First base, right? I'm going to leave Eddie Murray in there to bat again. Eddie Murray will bat at first base. Eddie Murray will now bat against Ryan. He is 0 for 1. Pitch from the Ryan Express. That's a patient 59. And Murray goes ahead and smacks a base hit to right field. And he will go to first. Eddie Murray gets a hit for the Americans. That's only their second hit of the game. Next batter is Cal Ripken, and because Brandon Baker is still in my chat, I will let Ripken hit. Runners at first. We're at first base, 1 out. Pitch from Ryan, and that is a tough 29, and Ripken's going to belt that one. It's going to be a single. It's a hard grounder. It's a hard grounder into right field. Runner on first advances 1 base. Murray will hold at second. And now the Americans got something going on. May see a pinch hitter here, and we are going to. At least if I can. Let me see if I can here. Yeah, why not? Dave Winfield coming out of the game and coming on to bat and getting a big cheer from this Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome crowd, and taking over in right field from the Minnesota Twins will be Tom Brunansky. Gets a big cheer here from the Metrodome crowd. So Brunansky will bat against Ryan. Runners at first and second. Brunansky will also take over in right. Here's the pitch. Ryan pitches. That's a tough 61, and that is going to be a fly ball to right field. Fly out to right. That's going to get caught by Strawberry. It's a tough, so Murray has to hold at second. That's out number 2. And now the batter will be Jim Rice from the Red Sox. Batted .304, 20 home runs against the right-handers. Ryan will pitch to Rice with 2 outs. Rice is 1 for 1. Here is the pitch. Ryan, that's a tough 99 fly ball left field. Tony, and that's going to get caught by Guerrero. Guerrero's under it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits scattered, but it stays 7-0 in favor of the National League. We go to the top of the 5th inning. We'll see a new pitcher, Steve Garvey. Might have. Let's see what happens. Jimmy Key is going to come out, and the American League is going to go to the pen. And coming on to, let's see what we got here. We got, let's see who we're going to have to bring out. Coming on to pitch for the American League will be Dave Stieb. And Steve Garvey's also going to come out as well, if I can. See if I can take him out at first base. And yep, and coming on to bat for and taking over first base will be Pete Rose. Pete Rose will come up and bat against Dave Stieb. Here to start the top of the 5th inning, he'll take over at first as well. And to get a good cheer here from the Metrodome crowd for 44-year-old Pete Rose as he gets that big cheer, knowing that his time was winding down for Charlie Hustle. Steve will now pitch to Rose. And that is a tough 0-2, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Rose will trot back to the bench. And Dale Murphy will come up to bat. Murphy is 0 for 2. Pitch from Steve. And that is a ballpark 11. And that's going to be definitely in Dale Murphy's wheelhouse. And it's going to be a wheelhouse 30. And that is a kablooey. That ball is high. That ball is deep. And Murphy sends it out of here. It is a goner. Home run for Dale Murphy. Solo shot for Murphy. He smacked that one into the left field upper deck. It is now 8-0 National League. They are doing it with the long ball. That is the 4th National League home run in this game. Darryl Strawberry is going to come out of the game as he is done for the night. We're going to have a new right fielder taking over, and it will be from the Philadelphia Phillies will be Glenn Wilson. Glenn Wilson will take over in right field, and he will pinch hit against Dave Steve for Darryl Strawberry, as I'm trying to get all the players in as possible. And there's only one out, and Steve will pitch to Wilson. As I'm sure Sparky Anderson right now, who was the manager of the American League this year because the Tigers won the World Series in '84, pretty sure he can't believe what he's seeing. Here's the pitch from Steve. That's a ballpark 60. Wilson, and that's going to be in play, though. He's a right-hander. But an in-play 18 is still going to be a base hit for Wilson. He hits that one into right. Wilson goes to first. May see a pinch hitter for Greg Nettles. Let me see if I want to do that. Nettles is at third base for this game, so let's see if I want to do. See if we're going to do. Yep, we're going to have a pinch hitter in for Greg Nettles. It's going to be Tim Wallach, and Wallach will take over from the Montreal Expos, and he'll take over at third. Here's Tim Wallach with Glenn Wilson on at first. Dave Steve still pitching. I know, right? I'm not really fitting everything on the scorecard. I'm just pretty much, I have a scorecard here with the starters on it, and I'll just figure it out. I'm trying to keep track to see who gets National League MVP or who gets the All-Star MVP. Glenn Wilson on at first, Wallach the batter. Here's the pitch from Steve, and that is an in-play 34. Wallach belts one off the bench. That's going to be an in-play single. That's a ball blooped into right field. Wilson will hold it second, and he will stay there. Another base hit. The National League is hitting him hard. Terry Kennedy will come on and bat. This is going to be his third at bat, and he will bat against Dave Steve. As I'm just replacing, he's the sixth at bat, I believe, right? Kennedy is seven, right? He is, wait a minute, 1, 3, 5, 7. No, I'm sorry, I actually replaced it. That's okay. Kennedy will bat. Runners at first and second, one out. Pitch from Steve. That's a tough 44, and it's going to be a pop out to the shortstop. That's out number 2. Kennedy is 0 for 3. Ozzie Smith, he'll stay in the game. We'll leave Ozzie out there. Ozzie is 2 for 2. He's having a great game. Runners at first and second. Pitch from Steve with 2 outs. And that is a patient 28. That's a walk. He walks Smith. And the bases are loaded. And yes, there will be a pinch hitter coming up as Nolan Ryan was due to bat. We'll see a pinch hitter. And we all know what's been happening with pinch hitters in this game. Bases are loaded. Let's see who I want to bring in to pinch hit. Running out of players, actually, but we're going to go with Jose Cruz. Jose Cruz will pinch hit against Steve, also from the Houston Astros for Steeler fan. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Steve in a jam. National League leads 8-0. I better get my extra markers ready just in case. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Steve. And that is a patient 77. And it's just going to be a ground ball to short. Up with it there is Ripken. And he will throw to first to get Cruz. And the inning is over. A solo home run by Dale Murphy and 3 hits, 1 run on 3 hits. We are halfway through the All-Star game. 8-0 National League. We are going to the bottom of the 5th. Carlton Fisk is due to lead off for the White Sox, and I am going to keep him in there. He'll bat, and we need a pitcher from the National League, and that is going to be from the St. Louis Cardinals, Joaquin Andujar, 21-12, 3.40 ERA. Andujar will go ahead and pitch to Carlton Fisk to start the bottom of the 5th. Pitch coming to Fisk. And that is a defense 07. That's not going to be good. Error check to third base. The ball is hit to the third baseman, which is Wallach. Wallach's error rating is a 4, 1-29, but that is an 07, and Wallach is going to commit an error in the infield. And that is going to be a 1-base error, and Fisk will be safe at first. That's an E5. 1 first error on the Nationals. We'll see a pinch hitter in for Steve as he is coming out. Let's see who they want to bring in against right-handers. And coming on to pinch hit will be Paul Molitor. Molitor will come up against Andujar. Pinch hitting in for Steve. Fisk on at first. Can the American League get some runs across the board? 8-0 National League. Joaquin Andujar. Here's the pitch. And that is a leaner. I'm going to re-roll. That's a 6. That's a patient 58. And Molitor smacks a base hit. That's going to be a single. A hard grounder into right field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Fisk will go to third. Molitor on first. And the American League is now in business. Ricky Henderson is going to come out. He is in center field. And coming on to bat for him will be Phil Bradley. He'll take over in center as well. Phil Bradley batted .312 against right-handers. So runners at first and third. The Nationals will play the infield normal. They can give up the run. So Andujar will pitch to Bradley. And that is a tough +10, of course. That's a tough 92. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Bradley's double play rating's a 7. Andujar's a 7. That is a 4. Ground ball to short. Throws to second. Throws to first. Double play. Fisk does come in to score. It's now 8-1. Phil Bradley grounds out into the 6-4-3. But he does get the run in. And the next batter will be Lou Whitaker. And do I want to bring in another batter for him? The answer is yes. Lou Whitaker is going to come out of the game. And taking over at second base and batting for him will be from the Toronto Blue Jays, Damaso Garcia. 2 outs now. Now it's an 8-1 game. Pitch on the way, and that is a tough 67. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. That'll be caught. That will be caught by Glenn Wilson, and he makes the play, and the inning is over. 1 run for the American League on a hit. And at the end of 5, it is still 8-1 National League. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Need a pitcher from the American League, don't we? We're in the 6th inning, so now we could probably start using closers here. Let's see what we got. We're going to go with Bert, but yet we're going to go with Bert Blyleven from the Cleveland Indians. 9-11, 3.26 ERA. Blyleven will pitch. And who leads off? At the top of the order for the National League. And I'm going to let Pedro Guerrero bat. So Guerrero will bat as he took over left field for Gwynn. So Bert Blyleven against Guerrero here, top of the 6th. Pitch from Blyleven. That's an in-play 0-7, and Guerrero's going to belt that one into deep center field. That's going to bounce off the wall. Guerrero's going to have himself a nice stand-up double. The National League is hitting hard in this game. Next batter is supposed to be second baseman Tom Herr. He will come out, and taking over at second base and batting will be from the Chicago Cubs, Ryne Sandberg. Sandberg will go up against Blyleven now with a runner on second base and nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Blyleven with the pitch. And that is a tough 30, and that will be a base hit by Sandberg. More than that, actually. That's a double. Sandberg rips that one into the right field corner. Guerrero will score easily from second. Sandberg will stop at second. It's 9-0 National League. Sandberg will hold at second. The National League is absolutely embarrassing the American League right now. The next batter will be Pete Rose. And I got to check something here. Before I start utilizing all the batters, I still got pitchers that do need pinch hitters. So actually pretty much, I think I got 4 batters left and I got 4 innings. I'm going to let Rose hit. At least for the National League, you got to say batters to pinch hit for the pitchers, even though it looks like this game is not going to go. Although it's not going to go so far. CP Cards and Dice TV joins us here at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome for the 1985 All-Star Game. Sandberg on its second. Yes, I saw the comments over there, CP Cards and Dice. I did. Here's the pitch from Blyleven, and that's a tough 25, and Rose belts it for a base hit. It's a single. And that's going to be a sharp liner dropping from the left fielder. Sandberg has a run rating of 8. That is an 8. He's going to hold it third because the score is more than 3 runs. So Sandberg will hold it third. Base hit for Rose. And the hits just keep on coming for the National League. Runners at first and third. And here is Dale Murphy. I will let him hit, as I got to save some batters for pinch hitters or the 9th inning. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Blyleven. Infield is going to stay normal to play for the outs. And that is a tough 31. And as a swing and a miss, struck him out. Murphy gets K'd. 1 out. And here is Glenn Wilson, who took over right field for Darryl Strawberry, who hit a home run in the game. Runners at first and third, 1 out now. Pitch from Blyleven. And that is a patient 29. And Wilson belts one into second base. That's going to be a double for Wilson. It's a deep drive off the wall in right field. All runners will score. Sandberg will come in to score. Rose, Charlie hustling around third. He will score. Wilson on at second. And the National League is completely annihilating the American League, 11-1. I was hoping for a good all. Did beat the American League 6-1 historically. 11-1 National League, and that's going to do it for Blyleven. Tim Wallach is going to come on and bat for the Expos. Blyleven going away. Let's see who the American League can bring out. Not much left, really. Since I had to go through, you know what? I can't. Blyleven has to stay in. Blyleven's going to stay in there. I've already gone through a good amount of American League pitchers because of the score. So Bert Blyleven will stay in there. He's not fatigued. He has 7. If he gives up 3 more runs, he will be. Wilson gets a double and scores 2 more runs. Here is Tim Wallach. He will bat. Pitch from Blyleven, and that is a tough 41, and that's a pop out to first base. That'll be caught by Eddie Murray. That's out number 2. Two down. Here's Terry Kennedy. And we will see a pinch hitter for Kennedy. Kennedy's going to come out. And coming into bat now and take over at catcher will be from the Philadelphia Phillies, Ozzie Virgil. Ozzie Virgil will bat against Blyleven. And I'm going to be honest with you, if I actually, even though I've used a player, if I have to bring a player back in order to pinch hit, I'm going to do it. This is just the All-Star game. But everybody has to get at least an at-bat, though, for me to do that. Blyleven will pitch to Virgil with 2 outs. And that is a tough 59, and it will be a fly ball to right field, and that will be caught by the right fielder out there, which is Tom Brunansky, who makes the catch. And the inning is over. 3 runs, 4 hits for the National League. 11-1, they are absolutely dominating the American League ball club. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Joaquin Andujar is due to bat second in the 7th inning. He's going to stay out there. George Brett is due to lead off. Let's see if I want to make a change. And the answer is no. He will bat. George Brett will bat against Andujar. But I am going to start bringing in some pinch hitters for the American League. Pitch from Andujar, and that is a tough 11, and he's swinging a miss, strike out. And down goes Brett. Eddie Murray due to come up to bat. We'll see a pinch hitter for him. That's a definite. Coming on to bat for Eddie Murray and taking over at first base will be from the Milwaukee Brewers, Cecil Cooper. Cecil Cooper will get a crack against Andujar. On the 6th, 11-1 National League. Pitch from Andujar. That's it in play 0-1. Cooper laces a double into left field. He comes off the bench and smacks a double. The pinch hitters are doing a heck of a job for both clubs. And that's a nice double there by Cooper. He'll hold at second base. And that is only the 5th hit for the American League. Next batter is Cal Ripken, the shortstop. And let me see if I can make a change on him. And the answer is yes. Although I got to make sure the batters, I think I got enough. Cal Ripken coming out and coming in to play shortstop and bat will be Alan Trammell. Alan Trammell with Cooper on its second. It's 11-1. Andujar will pitch. Pitch on the way. That's a patient 84. That's a ground ball to short. The throw's going to go to first for out number 2. Cooper's run rating's a 6. Has to be higher than that, and he will hold at second. That's out number 2. And here is Tom Brunansky. I will keep him in there for the Minnesota Twins fans. As Philip Reynolds joins us here at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome for the All-Star Game. Tom Brunansky will bat. Since he is a Twin, I'll leave him in there for the Twins fans. Andujar will pitch. And that is a patient 59. And Brunansky's going to smack a base hit to the delight of the Twins fans in the stadium. That's a single. Cooper, a run rating of 6. He will score with 2 outs from second base. Brunansky goes to first. It's now 11-2. $11-2 now. Tom Brunansky gets at least a ball there. He will hold it first. The next batter is the left fielder, Jim Rice. I'm going to check the bench. How many players have I got left for pinch hitting? I've got a couple. Rice is going to bat. Rice is going to bat. So Brunansky on it first. There are 2 outs, but now it's 11-2. Andujar will continue to pitch. Here's the pitch, and that is a patient 31, and that's going to be a single for Rice. He gets a big-time base hit. Brunansky, a run rating of 6, will automatically make third with 2 outs. Rice goes to first. The batter now is Carlton Fisk. I will take him out and replace the catcher, and that's going to be Rich coming in now to catch, and bat will be Rich Gedman from the Boston Red Sox. Rich Gedman against Joaquin Andujar, 2 outs. It's 11-2 National League. Can Gedman come through with a big hit off Andujar? Pitch on the way, and that is a ballpark 89. That's in play. In play, 57 for Gedman is a ground ball to third base. Up with it there, of course, will be Wallach, and he is going to throw to first to get Gedman, and the inning will end there. 1 run for the American League on 2 hits. At the end of 6, the Nationals lead the Americans 11-2. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Bert Blyleven's due to bat first in the bottom half of the 7th. I think I'm still going to bring in a new pitcher for the American League. So Blyleven's going to be done. And they will now go to the closers. What are we in the 7th inning? Yeah. So coming on to pitch is going to be Jay Howell from the Oakland Athletics. Howell will go ahead and will pitch. And leading off for the National League is Ozzie Smith. He'll bat. Andujar is coming out. We'll see a pinch hitter for him. To start the top of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. And that's Howell. Howell is pitching. That is a 10. That is a tough 87. And Smith's going to ground that to short. The throw goes over to first. Nice play by Trammell. That's out number 1. Pinch hitter coming up for Andujar. As I am running out of players on the bench, but that's okay. If I have to pull a player off, I'll do it again. I mean, this game is pretty much meaningless. Coming on to bat against Howell, though, he is a right-hander. And from the San Diego Padres will be Gary Templeton. Gary Templeton will come in pinch hit against Howell. As the National League will see a new pitcher. Pitch from Howell. That's a tough 78. And it's a fly ball center field. That will be caught by Bradley. That's out number 2. Top of the batting order. Here's Pedro Guerrero. He'll bat. $11-2. Oh, you're talking about my subscribed. Yeah, no. I mean, I checked, the last time I checked, it was at 198. I thought I needed 2, but now I got 199. Okay. So I need one more sub to get to 200. How about that? Howell will pitch to Guerrero. And that's going to be a patient 97. It's just going to be a lazy fly ball to left. And that will be caught by Rice, who puts it away. And the inning is over. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Jay Howell, and that is the first time a 1-2-3 inning occurred for the National League. We're at the 7th inning stretch. It is 11-2, National League leading the American League. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and since it is the All-Star Game, also sing America the Beautiful. I will be right back. Like to remind you, we got on tomorrow morning, we'll have Inside Pitch. We go to the year 1992 for Inside Pitch seasons. The Cleveland Indians will take on the Baltimore Orioles. Opening day at Camden Yards. The first time the first day that stadium was used. So that's opening day there. There will be no payoff pitch action tomorrow night. No payoff pitch action. As far as the Fall Classic Baseball, I've already got the Mets and the Pirates ready to play from the 1986 season. May do that after the Dolphins game tonight. Of course, that could be late, but we'll see if I feel up to it. We'll see what happens. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and we'll have a pinch hitter coming up for Jay Howell as he is due to lead off. So coming on to bat for the American League will be from the New York Yankees, Don Mattingly. And we need a pitcher here from the National League. And that is going to be Fernando Valenzuela, 17-10, 2.45 ERA. Fernando Valenzuela will pitch to Don Mattingly here at the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. And that is a tough 25. And Mattingly, nope, that's not going to do it. That's going to be a pop out to second. That's out number 1. Mattingly goes down real quickly there. Top of the order, here is Phil Bradley from the Mariners. The top of the order is 0 for 3 between Henderson and Bradley. Pitch from Fernando Mania. That's a tough 76. That's going to be a fly out to center field. That'll be caught easily by Murphy, out number 2. As the top of the order has not done well for the Americans in this game. Next up is Damaso Garcia from the Blue Jays. The second spot in the lineup hasn't done well also. It's 0 for 3. Pitch from Valenzuela. Again, a tough 74. And that's a ground ball to second. Up with it is going to be Sandberg. Throws to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Fernando Mania. At the end of 7, still 11-2 in favor of the Nationals. Top of the 8th. Ryan Sandberg, due from the Chicago Cubs, due to lead off. American League needs a pitcher. And got a couple of righties. And I'm going to let here comes Donnie Moore. May he rest in peace. And I will bring him into this game because of that. Donnie Moore, 8-8, 1.92 ERA, 31 saves in 85. He was a hell of a closer, Donnie Moore. But after the 1986 American League Championship Series against the Red Sox, it was just too much for me. Constantly blamed himself for giving up the home run to Henderson. But Donnie Moore was a very good pitcher, very good closer. Apparently he couldn't escape the demons of that game. So Donnie Moore from the Angels will pitch to Sandberg here at the top of the 8th inning. Pitch from Moore. And that's a defense 24. That could be a problem. It's going to be an error check to third. The ball is hit to Tim Wallach. His error rating is a 4. 1-29 is an error, and that's a 24, and that is going to be an error. Tim Wallach is going to make an error, and that's going to be, if I'm right, yes, that is the second error on Wallach. And that's going to be a one-base. No, I'm sorry. What did I say? Well, I'm sorry. My bad. Not Wallach. Third base is Brett. My bad. I'm the American League's in the field. His error rating is a 4 anyway, so it still doesn't make it. So that's going to be an error on Brett. My bad. And that is an E5 on Brett, and that's the first error on the American League. As now each team has one error. So that error is on Brett. Sandberg will go to first, and the batter will be Pete Rose. No strategies or anything like that. It's a 9-run lead. Donnie Moore will pitch to Rose, and that is a tough 37, and that's a pop out to second base. That's out number 1. Rose pops out there. And now the batter is Dale Murphy with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Moore. And it's a ballpark 21, and that's going to be in Murphy's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 00 is a rare play. So we have a rare play in the All-Star game, which I will call, as I'm using the season ticket baseball rare play chart. So let's see, we got a runner on first with 1 out. So we go to here. Go to this page. Runner on first, less than 2 outs. So let's see what we get. We got to re-roll the dice. We roll red, black, and white in that order. It is 691. And 691 says... 691 says an E5. Batter is safe at second on a throwing error by the third baseman. Runner on first advances to third and may try to score by challenging the right fielder's arm rating. Okay, well, we're not going to do that. So we already know it's another error on George Brett. As the batter is safe at second, Sandberg is going to hold at third. He's not going to try to score. So that is an E5 and runners at second and third. Second error on George Brett in this inning, and second error on the National League, on the American League. So Donnie Moore is not getting any luck at the moment. He has 1 out, but he's not getting any luck, and the batter now is Glenn Wilson with runners at second and third. If I had to challenge the arm rating, what I would have done, I would have used the coach, and for using a payoff pitch chart, I would have used the coach's choice chart for that, or play at third base. So runners play at the plate, but Sandberg's not going to score. Runners at second and third. Wilson now the batter. 1 out still. Here's the pitch from Moore. And that is a tough 63, and that's a fly ball to right field. Fly ball to right is out number 2, and because it's a tough pitch, Sandberg cannot score from third. So he stays there. And now the batter is Wallach. 2 outs now. Believe it or not, I'm kind of rooting for Donnie Moore a little bit here. Here's the pitch from Moore. That's a tough 73. He'll get out of it. Ground ball to second base. Up with it is Garcia. He'll throw to first, and the inning ends there. No runs, no hits, but there were 2 errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 11-2 in favor of the National League. Fernando Valenzuela is going to come out of the game as the National League is going to now start utilizing the bullpen a little more. Coming on to pitch for the National League is going to be a right-hander. It's going to be Scott Gereltz, 9-6, 2.30 ERA. He had 13 saves that year. Scott Gereltz will pitch to George Brett, who had a very rough inning, committed 2 errors, was lucky no runs were scored. Pitch from Gereltz, and that's going to be a tough 60, and it's a ground ball to third. Up with it there is going to be Tim Wallach, throws to first, out number 1. Next batter is Cecil Cooper. And let's see, we're in the 8th inning, right? He is at first base. He'll bat. Cecil Cooper will bat. Here's the pitch from Gereltz. And that is a patient 84. And it's a fly ball center field. And coming under that one will be Murphy. Makes the catch, out number 2. Two down. Next batter is Trammell. He'll hit. Gereltz will pitch to Trammell. And that is a tough 78. And it's a fly ball center field again. Dale Murphy is gonna get there and make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Gereltz. At the end of 8, still 11-2 National League. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Donnie Moore coming out for the American League. We'll see a new pitcher. And it is going to be Willie Hernandez. And the thing is, he's actually the last pitcher I have in the bullpen. So all American League pitchers will have played. I do not think we're going to see extra innings here. Pretty much doubt it, unless we get some ninth inning magic in the bottom of the ninth. Willie Hernandez, 8-10, 2.70 ERA. And leading off for the National League will be Ozzie Virgil. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and pinch hit for Virgil. He's going to come out. And coming on to bat will be another catcher, and that'll be Tony Pena from the Pittsburgh Pirates. He'll also take over at catcher. Tony Pena against Willie Hernandez. Top of the ninth, 11-2. Pitch from Hernandez, and it's a tough 0-3, and that is a strikeout. And down goes Pena. The catcher spot was 0 for 5 in this ball game today. Next up will be Ozzie Smith. He'll bat with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Hernandez, and that is an in-play 94, and it is a fly ball to left field. That will be caught by Rice. That's out number 2. Pinch hitter coming up for Scott Gereltz. He will come out of the game. And the batter will be Jack Clark. And I've used all the batters in the National League. I got 3 pitchers, and I may just use them all. Willie Hernandez will pitch to Jack Clark here with 2 outs. Pitch from Hernandez, and that is a patient 87. It's a base hit for Jack Clark. He keeps the inning alive. Single for Clark. He hits that one into center. And that will bring up Pedro Guerrero, who will come up to bat. Willie Hernandez is going to stay in there. He's the last pitcher, so this is his game to stop with the American League. Although we do have the bottom of the ninth coming up. Pitch from Hernandez, and that's a patient 86. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Easy pickup there by Trammell, and he will throw to second to get Clark, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the National League. It's 11-2. But will we see some ninth inning magic? I kind of doubt it, but let's see what happens. Bottom of the ninth inning. Tom Brunansky leads off for the Twins, or for the American League. And the pitch against him is going to be Ron Darling. Ron Darling will pitch to Brunansky. Jeff Reardon and Rich Gossage are ready to go. Ron Darling will pitch to Brunansky. He does have relief ability. He will pitch. Tom Brunansky gets a cheer here from the Minnesota Twins crowd. Pitch from Darling. And that's a tough 81. It's a fly ball center field. Getting under that will be Murphy, and that is out number 1. Pinch hitting for Jim Rice is going to be Gary Ward. He'll also take over in left field. So Gary Ward from the Texas Rangers will come up to pitch. Darling's going to come out. And the deal with Gary Ward is going to be from the Montreal Expos' Jeff Reardon. Reardon 2-8, 3.18 ERA. Jeff Reardon will pitch to Gary Ward here in the bottom of the ninth. 1 out. Reardon's pitch And that's a patient 80. And let's see what we got here. That's a fly out to center again. Dale Murphy's going to get to that one, and that is out number 2. The last 3 outs have been fly outs to center. Rich Gedman due to bat 4, but he's going to come out. And coming on to bat from the Toronto Blue Jays will be the third catcher, and that will be Ernie Whitt. And Reardon's going to come out, and coming on to pitch will be Rich Gossage. And I've now used every player in the National League. Only one player I've not been able to use from the American League. Rich Gossage will pitch to Ernie Whitt. There are 2 outs. 2 outs, 11-2, National League. Gossage looking to close the game. Here's the pitch from Gossage. It's a 9. It's a tough 98. Fly ball to right field. And that's going to be Glenn Wilson getting under it. Taps his glove. Puts out his glove. Blah. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. The National League destroys the American League 11-2. The only player that did not get to play in the ball game, was Harold Baines. And no, I know I said he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. It was not intentional that I would not. It is not intentional that I didn't play Baines, but it was not intentional. But Harold Baines is the only guy that did not get a chance to play. I used pretty much everybody. Final line score of this game coming up. For the National League, 11 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. For the American League, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Lamarr Hoyt gets the win. Jack Morris takes the loss. All right, there's no save or anything. Question is, who gets the MVP? Who gets the MVP? Dale Murphy was the only player that went the distance for the National League, and he has a home run. Ozzie Smith was 2 for 2 with a walk. The National League pitchers were excellent. Who gets the National League MVP? Who gets the All-Star MVP? He was 1 for 4, reached on base twice, but he went the distance. You know what? Does anybody have any problem if I give it to Dale Murphy? He went the distance. He got it. He has a home run in the game. He's 1 for 4. Does anybody have any problem if I give it to Dale Murphy, give him the National League, give him the All-Star MVP? Dale's a good enough guy. No problem. Dale Murphy gets the we'll give it to him. Dale Murphy gets the All-Star MVP. He went the distance, played the entire game, had a home run. Why not? We'll give it to Dale Murphy. Why not? And if you want to give some co-MVPs, it would go to Strawberry, Dave Parker, Pedro Guerrero. As the National League smacked 4 home runs in this game, the American League were completely dominated. Yeah, I'll give it to Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy, All-Star Game MVP. Why not? Jeez, 11-2. I didn't expect this, but I knew that the National League had a heck of a lineup that they put together. I got everybody involved except for Baines. He's the only one that didn't get a chance to play. But that's not too bad. In All-Star games, not everybody Yeah, it's like a door prize for Dale at the start. Yep, it's true. Dale Murphy, one of the best players in baseball history to be on some of the worst teams in history. Yep, I agree with that, Brandon. Wow, that's pretty good. So that is your 1985 All-Star Game. The National League blitzes the American League 11-2. I'm glad everybody joined me tonight for an exciting game. Remember, Inside Pitch Seasons, 1992. Cleveland Indians against the Baltimore Orioles, opening day at Camden Yards. We'll do that game. No payoff pitch tomorrow night. And, of course, there is no 10-minute ticker tonight, of course. And our next payoff pitch game, the second half of the season, kicks off with the Kansas City Royals taking on the Baltimore Orioles on Monday night. Brandon Baker, Philip Reynolds, Steeler fan, CP, Cards and Dice TV, Mr. Met 6986, Bears Den 007. Thank you all for joining me tonight here for the All-Star Game. It was a pleasure to do it, and we got more exciting baseball. The second half of the 85 payoff pitch season continues as they're getting closer and closer. Who will make the playoffs? Who will get in? Who will be left out? We still got 2.5 months yet of baseball to play. And we will see you guys later. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. Thank you for joining me tonight. The National League wins the 1985 All-Star Game, 11-2. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.